Hello there, toy collectors and Simpsons fans. My name is Kevin, aka Toyingaround, and welcome to the channel. Today, Super7 announced the second wave of their Ultimates, Simpsons action figures. I'm super excited for this wave because it comes with some of my favorite characters. I don't think there's a single filler at all in this wave, and in my opinion, I feel like this wave is stronger than Wave 1. I'm more excited for it personally. I did an interview with Super7's VP of Design, Josh, and we talked about Wave 1 previously. If you want to catch that later, the link will pop up over here. So if you like what's going on in this video and you want to see more videos like this, please do me a favor, hit a thumbs up, leave a comment below, let me know what you think of the characters you're going to see today, and subscribe to the channel. Every week I do something called Unboxing Thursdays, where I sit down and open some toys with a friend of mine in the action figure community, and we get to talk about this awesome hobby, and it's a lot of fun, so make sure you subscribe for more awesome content. Now let's take a look at Wave 2. Here are the characters announced for Wave 2 that you saw earlier today. So from left to right here we have Bartman, Duffman, and possibly my favorite, Krusty the Clown, and also Hank Scorpio. So these are all digital renders and the final product could vary, but let's take a look at these renders because Super7 Ultimates always comes with really amazing accessories. These are sure to please. First one up is Hank Scorpio, probably the most underrated character in this wave. I'm sure there are a lot of people who will look at the Hank Scorpio and be like, I don't really need him. But to me, Hank Scorpio, that episode is one of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons. He was Homer's boss when Homer moved into a new town and a new job. And it turned out he was a Bond-like villain. And it was so cool. Here we have the outer packaging box, and Super7 always impresses with these boxes, and a digital render of everything that comes inside the box. And of course, here's everything that Hank Scorpio comes with. You have the figure here, which the form looks like it maintains the Simpsons aesthetic very well. You have a total of 3 expressions for Hank Scorpio, a fireball effect because he has a wearable flamethrower backpack. There's also a grenade, and a couple of hand swaps, one which is holding a World's Best Boss mug. Kind of looks like the one Michael Scott has in The Office. But again, he's such a deep-cut character. You know, he ends up buying Homer a football team at the end of the episode after extorting a whole bunch of money from, I think it's the UN? Anyway, it was just cool to see like a Bond villain. I'm a huge James Bond fan, so he was a Bond-esque villain in the middle of the story. I think at one point in the episode, Homer asks him for sugar, and then for some reason, Hank just hands him sugar out of his pockets, and he's like, sorry, it's not in packets. Maybe, I don't know. How would they do a sugar accessory? It wouldn't make sense, but that would have been funny to see in here. I think this is a great expression for him when he's trying to blast all these people who are trying to overtake his base with his flamethrower. So this is a great expression for Hank Scorpio. I've never had a Hank Scorpio action figure, so I will definitely want this in my collection, in my display. Next up, we have I consider Krusty an A-list character for The Simpsons. I don't know about you. He's like up there with the main family. So Krusty for Wave 2. Incredible. And Krusty has been there for probably every season. I mean, I haven't watched The Simpsons in the last 15 years, but the ones that I have seen, it's a huge part of my childhood growing up. So I definitely need a Krusty in the collection. Look at this form factor here for Krusty and that look on his face. It's perfect. It looks like it's right out of the cartoon. I love it. You have the kind of sarcastic, disgruntled look at the top with him with the cigarette in his mouth. And also this screaming face. You get this pie accessory, a package of Krusty-O cereal. Remember, there was like a jagged metal Krusty-O, and then he ate one live on TV and he started screaming. Oh, maybe that's what this face is. He's like, "Gah!" And Sideshow Mel's like, that was a regular Krusty-O. And Krusty's like, they're poisoned! So amazing to get this accessory. You have a robe for Krusty. I'm assuming based on how Ultimates has been before, this could be a soft goods robe, because if it's plastic, I'm not sure how that would go on, but I'm going to assume it's soft goods. Ultimates has traditionally used soft goods for some of this stuff, and I'm assuming it's done by my friend CJ at 4 Horsemen. I'm not sure, but they always kill it with the soft goods, so very excited to see how that one works out. You have Krusty's sidekick, Mr. Teeny, and he's holding a cigarette on roller skates. He's a monkey. Awesome. And of course, you also have hand swaps for Krusty and a hand with a cigarette in it and holding a cup and a microphone for when he's doing terrible stand-up. I mean, just look at this face sculpt. I know it's a render, but these are going to look fantastic. Just that expression on his face. He's holding the pie. Mr. Teeny's got the Krusty-O's. This is... Krusty's been there forever, and I need this. And I'm sure Krusty has many costumes throughout the years. Maybe there's more in the future, in future waves for him in different costumes, but this is the definitive Krusty that you need as a Simpsons collector. The third figure in this wave is, oh yeah, Duffman! This is just one outrageous character from the series that's always been there, and he just gets more ridiculous as seasons go on. But I think that's how the show was. Lots of accessories packed inside here. We have two different Duffman smiling faces, and I love the look of the Duff beer cans as like a utility belt. Those look really cool. You have a 6-pack accessory as well, a head swap where it stickers over his face, Duffman can't breathe, a swappable hand, which is a Duff beer foam hand, which is awesome. There are a bunch of different hand swaps, and also Santa's little helper as Duff dog. And just, if this figure comes out like this, that's gonna look amazing on display. Just look at those beer cans as the belt. That's hilarious. You got a little chest hair going on right here. Yeah, Duffman, another solid figure for Wave 2. And finally, we have Bartman. Bartman's always been cool. It's Bart Simpson's superhero alter ego. He had, Bongo Comics has done Bartman comics. He's sometimes teamed up with Radioactive Man, so it's super cool to get an action figure of this. You have Bart in this superhero costume with his regular smiling face. I think I'm not a great artist, but Bartman was something that I drew a lot growing up. So I'm really kind of attached to this character. This is going to be a great one to have. We have two other expressions, kind of a sad one going on here. And based on the accessories that are also in this set, I'm assuming he's sad because of what happened to the comic, the Radioactive Man comic, but we'll get into that. We have a slingshot here for Bart, he's kind of like a Dennis the Menace type character, so he has the slingshot for causing a lot of trouble. We have Radioactive Man #1. This comic, he pulled together some money to buy it with Martin and Milhouse. It was $100. Comic book guy was selling it for $100. Bart didn't have enough, so they decided to pool their money together and grab this comic. And they're like reading it in the treehouse. I love it. And then they just started turning on each other, getting very paranoid and suspicious of everyone. And ultimately, the comic gets trashed in the rain, falls out of the treehouse, gets destroyed. And I think at the end of the episode, a bird makes a nest out of it, and it kind of zooms into a panel that's inside the bird's nest, which I assume would be this accessory here. Just my assumption based on what I remember from that episode. Maybe this is why he's got the sad expression for Bartman, but he wasn't wearing the costume in that episode. I think it's cool that these accessories come with Bartman though. You have the skateboard for Bartman. Bart Simpson's always riding around on that thing. And then also you have Santa's little helper. Part of that process of the comic getting trashed out of the treehouse is Santa's little helper picks it up and he's like, "Arr!" and "Arr!" and "Arr!" and just goes through it. So 2 Santa's little helper accessories in this wave. Crazy. Also, you have punching hands, holding hands, opening hands, and also a hand for Bart holding some cash, which if it's with the theme of the other accessories, is that him at the comic shop paying for this? And based on that, I can only assume this hand can be swapped onto a future like regular plainclothes Bart Simpson, which I think if you watch the video where I spoke with VP of Design Josh, having the characters have swappable accessories throughout the line, that'd be huge for the line. So I'm really hoping that's possible, and you can use the cash holding hand from Bart on like a future Bart Simpson. I like the design here on Bart's utility belt. It's got kind of like a video game vibe to it. I don't recall Bartman ever having any kind of design like that on his belt, but Ultimates, they seem to sometimes have, they can sometimes make their artistic choices for things, so it's cool to see that. I'm wondering if this cape is soft goods. Again, I can only assume that based on the history of Ultimates, this will be a soft goods cape, hopefully wired. Can't wait to see it. Now, kind of really like Bartman, this will be a great figure. Wave 1 had Homer in an astronaut costume, which I was like, it seems weird. It seems weird to have that as your first Homer, but now you kind of see it together, right? Now you have Homer in a costume, you have Bart in a costume. Now I can only assume that if Marge, Lisa, and Maggie come out in the next 3 waves, maybe 2, if Maggie is paired with Marge, they're also wearing some kind of costume, not their traditional outfits that you're familiar with. Then that way, if you have all 5 on display at the same time, you will have the whole family in costume, which I think, now that I'm thinking like Deep Space Homer and Bartman together, like a whole set of the family together in costume, I think would look really amazing on display. Okay, so that is essentially Wave 2, Bartman, Duffman, Krusty the Clown, and Hank Scorpio. Let me know in the comments below which one you're most excited for in this wave. Let me know which character you would like to see Super 7 make in the Ultimates form. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe. If you want to catch up with me when I'm not filming a video or on stream, I'm on Instagram at toyingaround, or I'm also at Twitter, I'm toyingaround. Thank you for watching. Keep toying around. Peace.